No, 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 Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Oh, you are here. Well, sorry. And you are always welcome to my channel.
All the things I said to hold her back, they keep her locked inside of all the times when she's been hurt before.
Hey, yo. Thank you all so much for the support so far. It's been amazing. And now to last week's feature comments. I think about 2 weeks ago, I posted a video about why I joined pageants and how and why I did it. And oh my god, like, you guys were so intrigued. You kept sending me messages about, oh, we want more details, oh, we want more details. But you know, the reason why I didn't shoot it immediately is that it takes a while to actually plan videos. You know, we have to write our scripts and we have to plan everything, how we are going to shoot it and everything, so that it's more appealing to you, my beautiful audience. So today we're going to have another pageant yeah, and I'm gonna be talking about all the pageants that I have actually participated in, and I'll give you a little detail about how it was, you know, from auditions like to everything, and how that maybe slightly impacted my life. There will definitely be a video in the future about, you know, how exactly pageants have impacted my life, but today I will just show you all the pageants that I've done and how the process was for me, and generally how the experience was for me. You want to stick to this video, don't go anywhere, coming right up. Well, so let's jump straight into the video. And my very first pageant, well, it was my university pageant, Miss GIJ, in 2012. Well, like I said, it was my first pageant and I had no idea, I had no clue what was going on, but I still auditioned. I thought that I was actually too shy to actually try the pageant. I thought I was like, I would cramp up in front of the audience and everything, because there were actually live people watching the audition, not just the judges in the audition room. So it was crazy. And for being the first time, oh my god, like, I thought I was shy until I got in front of the judges and the audience, and then I started answering questions and people were clapping for me and cheering for me, and I was like, woohoo, go me. It really boosted my confidence. So if you think you're shy and incapable, just get into the audition room and I think everything is going to flow. When you see the judges who are willing to bombard you with questions and you see the audience who are willing to cheer you on, girl, you will be motivated. And also, it was my first time in heels. Recalling this is really, it brings back memories. I think my friends back in the university will remember, oh my god, Belvy used to practice in heels and in heels and in heels, and at first it sounded like a disaster. It looked like a disaster. I would trip in a 2-inch heel. To think that now I wear 6-inch heel is amazing, guys. Don't ever give up on them heels. Practice makes perfect. And now to my second pageant. This was in 2014 and the name of the pageant is Miss Tourism Ghana. I don't know if any of you have ever heard the name, but yeah, it exists. And unlike the previous one in 2012, this was my first national pageant for me. So it was a big experience for me. I had no idea about the pageants before, and it being about tourism and culture was interesting because I don't think that I had a lot of knowledge, you know, about that area. I didn't really know much about tourism and culture. That means that in order to be able to participate in the pageants, I had to do lots and lots of research. I spent days just researching on what tourism is, what culture is, what is expected of me as a queen, that, you know, an ambassador for the promotion of tourism and culture. I learned about my people, my region and other regions, just so that I would be the thing that, you know, the judges are looking for in a contestant. So I did a lot of research, and I also had to do a lot of mental preparation, because I feel like with every new endeavor, and generally with anything you do in life, you need to mentally prepare yourself, because everything comes with challenges, and mental preparation really helps you to overcome those things. So I went for the audition, and I mean, not to my surprise. Yeah, I say that because I went prepared. So it wasn't to my surprise that I made it to the final selected 10 contestants. Woo-hoo, clap for me, guys. And to the competition, come on, it was a whole month of competition, and I was fierce. So were my other colleagues, and even though it was very competitive, well, I always go to win, you know, like you should know that about me by now, like register that on your wall. This girl, she always goes to win, and I won the pageant, and so I am your remaining Miss Tourism Ghana 2014 and will always be. Then in 2016, I decided to take the leap of faith once more. So in 2016, I participated in another and my second and last till today, my second and last national pageant, Ghana's Most Beautiful in 2016. And mind you, that was the 10th anniversary and also the legacy edition. So yeah, it's a memorable one for all of us. And let me tell you, this was the longest competition period ever for me. It was like almost 3 months, and come on, being cooped up in, you know, an accommodation where we couldn't get out, we could barely watch TV, we couldn't make calls because we didn't have our phones. Like, that's how it was. You were literally cooped up in one place with other contestants and sometimes, you know, your supervisors and your house chaperone, and those are the only people you see for the next 3 months. That's it. You get to stay in the competition for that long. Otherwise, if you're evicted, well, you will not be seeing them that often and you get to go home. So yeah, it was that long, and this pageant also demanded so much from me. I think that of all the pageants that I've done, it was the most draining in terms of, like, you know, time and energy and, like, you know, just all the resources that you need to actually, you know, put into getting into this pageant. Like, you need to go around, like, to your communities, to your elders, to your chiefs, traditional leaders, you know, so that they pledge their support for you. You need to tell your community where you're from that you're participating in this pageant, because it involves a lot of voting, and you need to learn about your region and your hometown. Like, you need to know their festivals, you need to know their languages, you need to know the food they eat, you need to know their history. When the judges pose a question to you about your people, there should be no second where you are fumbling and have nothing to say. Like, that's literally it. And when you go for the audition, I think currently it's even ongoing back home. When you go for the audition, you are auditioning to stand for your region, and tell you, you are not the only one who is auditioning to stand for your region. There's hundreds of other ladies who want that one spot to represent that region. So you need to make it count. You need to tell the judges that you are the one they are looking for, you know what you are talking about, and you have personality and character. That's how you make it through that audition, and I know that that's how everyone else makes it there. Oh, and did I tell you how the competition was done? Well, every single week, I remember it was every single Sunday, you would get live on TV and you would present something to the entire world that's watching you. I mean, you'll be given a topic for the week, and you have to do a lot of research on it. You will do rehearsals 1,000 times in a week, and sometimes those rehearsals make you do some acting, make you do singing, things that you probably never did in your life, and you have to do it. Why? Because you're trying to get a message to a live audience that you want to understand you. So you incorporate different elements of the presentation. So live presentations on TV. And oh, where did I place? Well, I was in the top 4. And then finally, I decided to move out, you know, and move 2 legs of mine from Ghana and step into another domain. This was in 2017 when I went to participate in my first international pageant, and this was Miss Tourism Queen of the Year 2017. It was another beautiful experience for me. The one thing to note is that I really spent the whole year, I mean that whole year, I think even the previous year, I spent the time from 2016 to that time in 2017 just planning for this pageant, because I wanted international experience. After having so much experience, you know, locally, like in my country, I really wanted to go out there and see what it's like, you know, on international platforms, and how I can also, you know, add up to that, you know, making history. So I decided to go for an international pageant, and preparing for this pageant was one other draining process for me. Even though, like, I love the experience, it really took a long time. I was planning to go for this one and then it failed. I was planning to go to another one and then it failed. So it's like I had 3 failures just trying to get on the international platform, and in the end, Miss Tourism Queen of the Year 2017 worked out, and it was just perfect because I already had a background in tourism as Miss Tourism Ghana. So it was really, really interesting. So I also got to travel outside of Ghana, and it was my first time ever going to Asia. So being in China was really nice. It was quite cold. It was the first time I was feeling like so cold in such a long time because I hadn't traveled in so long. But yeah, it was a nice experience. I met a lot of lovely and beautiful girls that till today I still talk to. Like, that's the beauty. That's one of the beauties of like doing, you know, pageants, because you just meet these really motivated and equally beautiful women who are up to a lot of things in their home countries, and you want to learn from them and just, you know, just keep in touch. And it's such a beautiful thing. So I met such beautiful people. Even for that being my first international pageant, out of 55 delegates from all over the globe, guess what? Your baby girl placed 3rd place. Yay! To my very last pageant that I've gone to, it's Miss Earth 2018. This was like less than 2 years ago that I've been to this pageant, and I decided that after this pageant I would not go for any other pageant again, not because I don't want to, but because there's a lot of things to consider before going for pageants, and age is one of them. Even if I was still interested, I feel that I have done enough and contributed my lot, and I'm considering now coaching other people. Recently I've actually been coaching one or two people, coaching other people to actually, you know, start their pageants journey. So if you're interested, always get in touch with me. But yeah, if you don't know, Miss Earth is one of the top four international pageants in the entire world. That makes it my biggest pageant experience yet, for a lot of reasons, for the good things and, you know, the negative things, all the challenges and stuff. And really there is a lot of lessons that I have learned generally from my pageant experiences and this pageant alone. If you're interested, I will definitely be sharing such information in detail in subsequent videos. But I really met some of the most amazing people that I actually call my friends now. We talk on a regular basis, we catch up with each other, we support each other on, you know, our various projects and everything. And it's really amazing to see that, you know, you meet such empowered young women from all over the world who are still doing things, you know, for Mother Nature, promoting, you know, various causes in their countries. And every day I hear of them, I am just so proud of them and hope that they will be proud of me too for this. But yeah, it's been like a really nice experience. That competition is also quite competitive. There's different segments that, of course, if you're interested, I would be willing to talk about. But yeah, it was a nice experience. And guess what? It got me to the Philippines. Yay! My second time in Asia and my first time in the Philippines. Like, I was like, what? Filipinos are so nice and so hospitable. Like, I was literally questioning between Filipinos and Ghanaians who are more hospitable, because the hospitality was just crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the people are just, they're just so heartwarming, and you don't want to leave the Philippines. You just imagine that experience. So yeah, and guess where I placed? Well, for your information, in the history of Miss Earth ever, there has been no Ghanaian girl to ever make it to the semi-finalist. And guess what? Well, your baby girl remains the first Ghanaian Miss Earth participant to make it into the semi-finalists. Top 18, go Ghana! And after me, there's been one other person to make it to that point. I'm proud of her too. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, come on, baby walkie-talkies. What are you waiting for? Like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also leave your notifications on so you don't miss any of my videos. Also, I would really appreciate it if you would leave me a comment. I will surely be responding to them. And I have a quick question for you. So in all the pageants that I have mentioned, did you know me from any of them, and what was your favorite moment of me? This is my pageant walkthrough, and I want to know also if you have any requests on what you want me to talk about in my next pageant related video for you, the ladies. Or I'm sure like some guys would also like to know about my experiences. But yeah, I'm waiting to hear from you in the comments section, and comments thread starts now. The favorite comment will be featured in my next video as usual, without a doubt. See you in my next video, and thank you so much for watching.